So in this video I will be teaching you about data types in Python. So basically in Python we have two classifications for data type, which is mutable data type and immutable data type. And basically in mutable data type I have list, dictionary and byte array, and in immutable data type I have int, float, complex, string, tuple and set. So first of all I will be teaching you some immutable important data types here. So let's check. For example, what is an int data type? For example, I am creating a variable x equal to 2. So it is an integer. It is by default the language take it as an integer in the program. So if I want to check its type, I can just simply write type of x. So it is giving me class int. So this is because it is an integer. And now if we want to give a float number, so we can actually put a decimal here, and we can enter the digits after it. So let's see. Let's take 2.0, and let's see, check its type of y, and we can see it is float, by default float. So let's check for complex number as well. But before that I will move on with string is important in Python. uh, so so we can create a string here in single quotes. I am creating it. Type of type of st will be string. You can see class str, which is a string type. So basically these are some important immutable data type. And now for example I want to create a dj. Okay, and I you can see I have created this complex number, and if I am going to give type, it is giving me complex. So hope you understand these immutable data types. So immutable means that the particular can the variable, like the value which is stored, which will be stored only that variable. It will not, it is not like you can do updations or insertions or deletion like you do in list. So it is not the case. It is denoting some particular value only. So that is why it is a immutable, very like immutable. And in mutable we can change the values, update, delete. So basically now I want to show you, that you know about what are list. So for list we can create with square brackets, and we can actually create depending on how many elements we need. We can also create like in the combined form, like we comma 3. And now suppose I want to like update the in the L1 list, I want to update the second element. So I can do that easily. I can do like I want to assign 3. Now I want the list here. So you can see that W is removed and 3 is there. So I can easily update that. There is no problem. And if I want to append something in the list, I want to append like 4. It will do that for me. The list size is automatically changed. So you can see like is like however easy like to do. So if I do L1 dot pop, it will just remove the end element. You can see, and deletion is also able to be performed in the list. So this is how it works here in the lists, like in the Python lists, lists basically, not list. Sorry for that. Uh, now basically I want to actually show you about dictionaries. Uh, so dictionaries are basically key value pairs, and they are basically used in the basically MySQL. Like when we retrieve data from database, we do it that in form of key value pairs. So for example, I am creating like index one for a comma. So you can just create by comma separated, and for key value you can use colon, as I'm using it. No, see, syntax error. 1 minute. Two B, 3, and So 3, yeah. So now the dictionary is created. If I want to access the value of a, I can just put dic1, which is the like index here. And if I like put dic0, which is there is no index of dic0, so it will give me an error, you can see. So they are also like basically interchange, like what we say, like mutable data types. So I will go in detail in them in a bit later video, which will be detailed to the discussion of dictionaries only. But I want to just tell you how you create dictionaries in Python. So now I want to tell you about tuple and set, which are basically immutable. So tuple you can just create by uh, you can just this tuple is created now. So if I want like if I want some value, I want to update it. Like for example, I want to update value at first index, so I will do it. It will give me an error, so it will not allow to update me anything in the tuple. So that is why it is called immutable. It cannot be changed. Similar is the case with set also. So you can create set with like in the curly braces, but don't use colon like in dictionaries. So it will create a set, and if you try to index something to a different value, it will give me an error here also. So that is why it is immutable here. So hope you understood this. Uh, so I can create a new file here, and I can show you uh, file and say data type. I think the file I you have already shown that how to create a file and you can run the program as a whole also. But I am just telling the concept. What are data types actually, and uh, you can actually run the program and get the output. Same output you will be getting as I'm showing in the terminal run command, because I am showing you line by line what are the data types. Hope you understand this. What I'm teaching you. Basically the program, I didn't create a file because it will be a quite long like not long program, but in this program I'm not doing any computation, so I to explain I use the run command here. I will be using files in a bit more further videos where I'll be creating long programs for you. Thanks guys. Please like, subscribe and comment on my channel. Hope you like the video.